Spirituality in Islam. Spirituality is an important aspect of Islam, and it involves seeking a close and meaningful relationship with Allah, God, through acts of worship, devotion, and good deeds. Here are some key practices related to spirituality in Islam. Dhikr, remembrance of Allah. Dhikr is the practice of remembering and glorifying Allah through repetitive recitation of His names, attributes, and praises. It can be done silently or aloud, individually or in groups, and is considered a powerful way to purify the heart, increase mindfulness of Allah, and attain closeness to Him. Salah, prayer. Salah is the obligatory ritual prayer performed 5 times a day by Muslims. It involves physical movements, recitation of Quranic verses, and supplications, and is considered a means of connecting with Allah, seeking His guidance, and purifying the soul. Quranic reflection, reflecting on the Quran, which is considered the sacred scripture of Islam, is an important spiritual practice. Muslims often engage in reading, understanding, and contemplating the meanings of the Quranic verses to gain guidance, wisdom, and inspiration for their daily lives. Supplication. Dua. Supplication is the act of making sincere prayers and invocations to Allah for guidance, blessings, forgiveness, and other needs. Muslims often engage in personal and collective dua, expressing their dependence on Allah and seeking His mercy and favor. Fasting. Sawm. Fasting during the month of Ramadan is considered a significant spiritual practice in Islam. It involves abstaining from food, drink, and other physical needs from dawn until sunset, and is seen as an opportunity for self-discipline, self-control, and spiritual reflection. Acts of worship and good deeds. Engaging in acts of worship and good deeds, such as giving charity, zakat, performing voluntary prayers, nawafil, helping the needy, being kind and compassionate, and showing gratitude to Allah, are considered acts of worship and are seen as ways to draw closer to Allah and attain spiritual purification. Meditation and contemplation. While not as commonly practiced in Islam as some other spiritual practices, meditation and contemplation can also be part of a Muslim's spiritual journey. Muslims may engage in quiet reflection, introspection, and seeking closeness to Allah through meditation and contemplative practices. Retreat and seclusion. Itikaf. Itikaf is a voluntary spiritual retreat where a Muslim secludes themselves in a mosque for a certain period of time, typically during the last 10 days of Ramadan. It is a time for reflection, prayer, and seeking closeness to Allah in a focused and dedicated manner. Sufism. Tasawwuf. Sufism is a mystical and spiritual tradition within Islam that emphasizes the inner dimension of Islam, focusing on purifying the heart, attaining closeness to Allah, and seeking a deep and direct experience of the divine through various spiritual practices, such as meditation, remembrance, and contemplation. Nature and creation. Appreciating the beauty and wonder of Allah's creation, including nature, the cosmos, and the diversity of life, can be a spiritual practice in Islam. Muslims are encouraged to reflect on the signs of Allah's presence and power in the world around them, and to develop a sense of awe, gratitude, and humility towards His creation. It's important to note that spirituality in Islam is diverse and can be practiced in different ways by individuals and communities. It's a personal and subjective aspect of faith that is often deeply rooted in one's relationship with Allah and their individual journey towards Him. Subscribe and like for more videos.